said cameras on 3, audio on 1.
Brother. That's great.
We're live.
How's
we
it going,
came in. I hit the
Oh my
buttons when I
God.
told you I was gonna hit
Pulling
them.
up my tab. Okay, cool.
Oh
Hey guys,
my God.
welcome to the
Oh my
Q&A
God.
for Time is a Blur, May. We got a lot of good questions for you guys here, so get in and get your questions ready. Just kidding, we already have them prepped.
I was gonna say,
Do you guys
I
know
did
where
a
we
whole doc.
source our questions? Show of hands?
Spotify,
Anybody?
YouTube.
Whoa, kind of, almost. Tori,
Do we have a Patreon?
I think we got a
What?
Patreon, actually.
I think we have
guys,
a Patreon.
Oh my god.
We got a Patreon. And
have a
with this
Patreon.
Patreon, you're able to not only get episodes early, because guys, we're freaking 3 weeks ahead over on the Patreon in our space over there.
Yep.
And on YouTube, you're kind of behind. You're 3 episodes behind.
living in
Not to
the
say that that's a
past.
bad thing. You can obviously do what you're able to and what you're comfortable with, which we appreciate and respect. But you get access to some stuff early, and you get to chit chat with us there in our super secret, elusive Discord, where you can ask your questions, and it's a secret because you have to pay to be there.
Oh, okay, that's valid.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's-
actually,
that's the- I don't-
somebody was talking to me about our Patreon recently in terms of like access to
Was
the
it me?
Discord and Patreon and everything.
Oh.
No, it wasn't you because I wanted to talk to you, Matt, as a segue about our Patreon and Discord stuff. Where they were
Live on
talking
the
about
internet for all
how
to see how we
Doing
speak.
it
they weren't caught up in terms of the Patreon episodes, and I was like, well, we're 3 episodes ahead on the Patreon, and minimum in order to get into the Discord and get access to the Patreon and all that is $3, which basically means you're paying $1 an episode, and then you also get access to things like the Discord where we go in there and chat and talk about shit and do cool stuff. There's
we
some
do.
fun projects that have been going on in the Discord. So anyway, just for those of you who have not yet joined the Patreon, lowest tier is only $3, right? That's
Highest tier
2 Costco hot dogs.
Tier.
Is all I'm
It's a
saying.
little bit of a joke, but you know, it's fine. Cool. But without further ado, let's knock out some questions, gang.
Sean
What is-
just
what is
said,
Sean
I
doing?
just finished next month's Q&A. It's crazy.
Very sick. Very cool and sick.
He's living in the future. And you could be too if you joined our
Oh,
Patreon. What?
Oh my goodness.
Okay. All right, let me-
Oh,
That's
I'm
May's
sorry,
gonna be
Felicia.
crazy.
May's gonna be crazy.
Guys,
It's
this
May.
is May.
Wait, it's
this
May.
is the May
May.
one. It's June's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, we film.
Tori,
a
you're
month in
right.
advance,
It is
obviously.
crazy.
Oh.
So
I don't
these
know where we
questions.
So great segue.
Great segue.
First question comes from Brent for the professor.
Oh shit.
As Elite Four members, you made this document and you put this at the beginning.
Yeah, I
How
did
are
it
you
yesterday.
surprised?
I don't remember what's on it.
I don't know. Anyway, for the professor, as Elite Four members, do Misty, Brock, Koga, and Sabrina specialize in their respective types, despite their specialized type already being covered by new gym leaders?
This is a great
Clarifying
question.
Is Koga an Elite Four?
Yeah, he's one of the 4 Elite 4. Yeah.
I don't listen.
Real quick, before I take the time to answer this question, I just want to say hi, Dave and Liz. I saw you guys in the chat, and I just want to say hello. Anyway, and also Lucas, and also Kate, and also everyone else who's here to support us. But the Elite Four members, Misty, Brock, Koga, and Sabrina, do all still specialize in their respective types. However, I will state that not everyone's parties are made up of Pokemon of the type that they specialize in. There's some fun stuff that I'll throw at the players if they ever make it to the Elite Four, because they got to win Indigo in order to get to the Elite Four. So at most, one of them will be battling the Elite Four. At most.
You know what?
That
That
At
reminds me of.
most.
At most,
There's one winner
That
to the
reminds
tournament.
me
At most, one of you will be.
Oh, yeah.
fighting the Elite Four.
it's gonna be May.
And even if we don't win the tournament, I think something else that we could still win is what Red Menace had quoted in the comments here. Guys, we have merch too. If you
Oh,
decide that you want merch, Aaron, where's your
I
merch?
didn't prep it. I cleaned.
Wait,
my
wait,
room
wait,
today.
shut
I don't
up.
know where it
Everyone,
went.
shut up!
Everybody, shut up!
What do I win? What do I win?
Guys, be nicer.
Me too. Me too.
You win that. You win the bragging rights to be owning that.
That's the wait. Everybody, okay, yeah. All three of you hold it back up
Mine's-
again. Yeah.
Mine's
Bottom row is all the same piece of merch. Shout out. Oh, it's everybody except me,
Do
huh?
you have other merch?
Not yet. There's some stuff in the
No
pipeline
merch.
that we've been playing with. But
Aaron,
we don't
flip
have
my
product
camera.
codes yet.
Flip my
Have you
camera
seen
and
my
post.
No,
cat?
No.
Aaron, flip my camera and
Flip my
post.
camera and post.
I won't
There's
do
no
it.
post, Matt.
I mean, I could do it right now,
Okay,
but I'm
cool graphic.
refusing
There's
to.
no post.
Yeah, I'm
Cool graphic
refusing
with the link
to.
to the store.
Cool graphic on the logo.
There's actually should be a link to the store underneath this video on YouTube because we connected our YouTube to the store. So if you look under this, you could get
Oh,
that
sick.
that
Oh,
thing that we
sick.
revealed last month, just like
How
everybody
neat
else
and
did.
cool and neat.
Yeah, we revealed that last month or 2 months
Pretty
ago. How long
fun
ago
and
did
cool
we
and
reveal
fun
that?
and neat.
It
I
was
don't know.
2 months ago.
one of these. One of
Yeah,
these
it was
ago,
something.
I think.
Will there be more merch in the
It
map?
was a number
yes.
of months ago.
There is stuff on the way.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's
I don't know when
good
we'll announce
stuff.
that, but we got some stuff.
Can I
Kenna-
say that?
Ken and I both have a piece of merch that is the next thing
I was
coming to
gonna
the
say, can
store,
I say
but we
that I
can't
have
reveal
one?
it yet.
Hey,
Tori has
I have a
one.
thing too.
Tori has the third thing. Tori has the next thing down from the thing that Kenna and I have.
I'm a member of the Patreon. I'm living in the future.
If you go to the Patreon, you can ask to see it, and we still won't show you it.
2 months ago,
I'm
says
not
Green
really
Knight,
sure.
because they used their tax refund on our fucking.
So next
Oh,
question.
Green
Oh
Knight.
no. Next question comes from
Amazing.
Yeah,
Twin
try and read
tuition.
that, Matt.
Twin Tuition.
Twin tuition? Oh shit,
tuition.
you nailed that. Okay, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you don't speak
Twin
lead,
tuition.
my
That's
guy.
an incredible name.
You don't speak lead, my
Tuition.
guy.
Uh-huh.
All right, whatever. Okay, cool. For the trainers, that's us. We're unprepared. If you could replace the ability of one of your Pokemon with any ability, who would you pick, and what ability would you give them? I would give.
Sapsipper.
Hold on. Actually, no, not Sapsipper. That'd
You
be
talk
great,
about
though.
Sapsipper all the time.
I
dude.
love. I love moves that negate all things. Like Lightning Rod is so sick.
Yeah,
um, What was it? I'm trying to remember the name of the.
Oh,
ability.
real quick, while you guys are
Others.
thinking about this, important thing to the Patreon. If you are on iOS, do not sign up for our Patreon through the Apple Store. They have recently lost a
Right.
lawsuit where they need to fix all that, but it's not quite fixed yet. Basically,
And if
you'll
you
just end up
absolutely
paying
have
more
to,
money
just
than you have to.
Open a Safari.
Go to
tab.
Safari. Yeah, don't
that
do it
way.
in the actual iOS store. I'm still trying to get. We still got like 10
Yeah.
patrons who are paying for it using the iOS
Oh,
store.
save your money, guys.
Guys, you're getting charged extra money that we don't get. It just goes straight to Apple. And like, do you want to do that? You know? Eh.
I would
Just give
give.
it to us.
I would give any and all of my Pokemon that need it Wonder Guard as their ability.
Wonder Guard
If
is
I
a
could pick that.
I was
stupid
gonna
busted
say.
ability.
I like Wonder Guard.
Yeah. I would specifically give Bugle Wonder Guard because Bugle has very few things that are super effective against her.
Yeah.
My friend used to try and troll me and be like, "Oh, you'll never beat my Pokemon
Yeah.
team," because he had a hacked Sableye that was shiny with Wonder Guard. And I don't know if you guys know this. With Wonder Guard, they can only be hurt by super effective moves. Sableye is a Dark Ghost type, which means it couldn't be affected
At the
by
time,
pretty
yeah.
much anything at the time. And this was like Diamond Pearl Gen.
Yeah.
The only way I was able to beat him was with Darkrai, putting it to sleep, and then using Dream Eater or like Nightmare or something.
mhm.
It was very lame, and he would never let me
Damn.
win the game because he'd turn off his freaking DS. Anyway,
Oh,
I like
things
Wonder
we
Guard.
used to
I-
do.
I'm just looking through abilities. I'd give Gale Wings to Ava.
Gale
Gives
Wings.
priority to all.
Yeah.
Gives priority to flying
I
type
think
moves.
Gale's gonna need his wings though.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
Jesus.
disgusting. I love that.
Ava's
All right.
always going
I-
first. Oh, you somehow managed to roll before me in turn
AJ,
order?
thank
I
you
don't
for
think
being
so.
my Wonder Guard.
You're my Wonder God. I
The
Get ready for the
Cassidy
speed
just
stat.
cranked
For those
it
of
up.
you-
That's cool.
For those of you that know, Beatrix is a poison build, and right now her ability is Swarm, which is
Which
bug
doesn't come
type
up for
move
your build
damage.
at all. It comes up
So
for Burrty.
it doesn't come up for the build at
Bro,
all.
get Pin
and I
Missile,
am,
it goes crazy.
I am looking. No, I am looking for that. What is? I'm not gonna bring up that subject right now, but I'm looking to switch out that ability. So
Hell yeah.
There's another.
Beatrix gonna be my poison girl.
There's another move that the viewers haven't seen yet that I gave to Queenie.
Mhm.
That
Don't spoil.
so Pin Missile got
That's the
pretty
end of that
heavily
conversation.
nerfed.
Next
It
question's
needed it,
coming from King.
Yeah, I needed
But-
it.
It needed it.
And Pin Missile did get a nerf, but yeah,
I've
Burrty's
I
got
replaced
some
it with
new
something
stuff.
else that's also busted.
There
Oh
is-
my god.
There is some stuff coming down the pipeline that I'm excited for people to see from all the players. Anyway, next question. Oh no, Tori, did you answer?
Wait.
you
Yeah, no, Tori didn't say.
I've been researching all the abilities. Can you?
Wait, just say Wonder Guard. It's really good.
Yeah, I would pick Wonder God because it's really good.
Let's
There you
go.
go.
What a
There you
great
go. For which
idea you
Pokemon?
made
Which
by
Pokemon would you give
yourself.
the really good ability to?
All of them.
No, I think what I would actually do.
Yeah.
Lay it on
Um,
us.
I know this isn't how it works. I know it's not.
Okay.
I would love to give parental bond to Lucario
Yeah, that's not how that works, but I see why you would do that.
over
Yeah.
for like duel battles for him and Aleppo.
That
I
could be
think that
fun.
would be really cute.
That could be very fun.
Tabasco and Aleppo. I know that's not how it works though.
Yeah, valid.
You know,
Which
that's
Pokemon
interesting.
would you give the
I-
really good ability to? Your mom, says Falcon.
Your mom.
I give
I
parental
think-
bond to Team Bonk.
That's pretty good. That's pretty funny.
It's interesting
That's
that
really funny.
I'm sure there are a lot of other abilities and/or things that they could
Oh my
get or
God.
would need, but I feel like Mousehold should have parental bond, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
not?
Household should definitely have parental bond.
But instead they have
Yeah,
cheek
probably.
pouch. Come on, bro. Come on.
Hey,
Cheek
What?
pouch.
Never mind.
Yeah, we're good. Anyway, next question comes from Kings.
I'll text it to Kenna and only
Sealy.
Ting! What up,
Okay.
King Sealy?
For the trainers, is there an aspect of the Pokemon world that has always confused you or has been something that you wish was explained better? For example, with the different regions
Yeah,
and
just
how they were connected,
abilities were-
felt more or were more fleshed out. The different regions and how they connected were more fleshed. So I guess you're talking about like intercontinental travel.
Yeah, like how?
communication,
What
all
is
that
the
stuff.
geography of the world? Because we know there's these regions. But
Oh, it's mad
basically
crazy.
We really only know how like 3 of them are connected.
I mean,
I
aren't
think
the regions?
Of the world. Oh.
of the
I don't
world.
think the
Regions-
question is specific to the region.
That's just an
the question is
example.
just
That's an
specific to
example
any
of things that they
lore.
wish that like it's an example of things that you guys wished was more fleshed out or that you understood better. The thing that they wish they
Yeah.
understood better was how the regions are laid out. Burrty, what you're about to say is aren't the regions the same as where they are on Earth? We assume.
Because
Never
the
we
been.
know
first
for a
three.
fact that we know
They've
for a
never
fact
told
that
us that.
Vatican City exists in the world of Pokemon because Catholicism exists in the world of Pokemon.
Hey, that's true.
Uh,
That's true. That's
It
true.
was at a Pope.
It wasn't a pup.
I think more of an aspect of the world that I know it's not. It doesn't confuse me. It just is like, wow, I've never seen that in my country. Is I feel like anyone could just to get healthcare really easily in Pokemon, but just saying like, hey, can I go touch this machine that makes a little ding noise and all my scrapes and bruises are gone? But so that's always interesting. How the like inter Pokeball world space works when they get healed and stuff. Because I like those little pictures that people draw where they got like a lazy boy inside the
Yeah,
thing.
they've
At
never
least I
been
know-
consistent about what the inside of a Pokeball looks like.
DJ's Charmander
I like to
definitely
imagine
has
there's
a
a
lazy
little
boy in
room
that
there,
in
yeah.
that
No.
Pokeball.
Oh, for sure. He's got a lazy boy. He's got
It's
a
an L couch.
futon. He's got a lava
Sexual.
lamp. Like he's
Yeah.
set up.
I
Sometimes
like
family
I
living
get
room
Wall
is
is
just
like a
what's
penthouse
acceptable.
apartment.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yo, literally.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Sometimes I get a little
Literally Wall has a
confused
conversation pit and like
about the physics of Pokemon that aren't like they're from space or they're
Mhm.
fairies or
You're-
they're ghosts. Like how does
It's
that
magic.
fit? Like
It's magic.
right,
Pokemon is magic.
right. But how does that work? You know what I mean? Like what are the
Aaron,
mechanics?
you've never been confused by
What's the
magic?
math and science and everything?
Someone could
Like what's
explain
the
the math
piece
and
that we
science, that would
don't
be great.
have that's doing
Do you want
all
the
of
real
that?
answer
So,
that the
yeah.
community uses?
Whimsy. Oh,
In all the like fan fiction and everything stuff regarding like Pokemon physics, they just talk about this thing called like type energy, where it's like, oh yeah, no, there's just some mystical energy that can turn energy into mass and mass into energy, and you can just use it, and it's specific to Pokemon, and it makes weird shit happen.
Final Fantasy's live stream? Is that
Yeah, basically.
okay?
Yeah.
the thing that I wish they would explain about they might have done, but I don't know, is are Pokemon animals? In that if Pokemon are not animals, are there animals in the world? Because people eat
There
meat.
are. There are.
There
This is
And we're
something we've
back to
discussed
this
in
conversation.
Depth. In depth, we've discussed this. Basically, what we've come to, Burrty, just to give you a quick catch up, is Pokemon do exist regular animals exist in the Pokemon world. People eat regular animals, and there is contention between a lack of consistency on whether or not they actually eat Pokemon, or the things they eat of Pokemon are like fake. Yeah.
Slowpoke tail.
Exactly. Slowpoke tail, canonically they do eat, right? That's canon. But regular animals do exist in Pokemon, because there are multiple references to like, this Pokemon's as strong as an Asian elephant. What's an Asian elephant?
And then also, ghost type Pokemon. Where do they come from?
Death.
What?
Or dead Pokemon.
You ever play the game Hades?
What Pokemon? Does that mean all the ghost type Pokemon have a live equivalent?
Not sure.
I would
And
say
like-
probably.
Yeah.
That's
And
my
like a
assumption.
Snivy can become a Gengar. Is that like a kind of thing, or
I've never
That
heard
is
that
my
Pokemon be pronounced
assumption.
that way. That's crazy.
Snivy?
Snivy.
Whatever.
Snivy?
There we go.
I mean, I evolved
Oh, I
Eevee with
say
a brick,
Snivy.
so I don't know.
Your mask is literally a dead human. I don't know. See, that was the thing. I had an idea on a previous Q&A episode about an Eevee that was a ghost type Eevee. That's just you faint your Eevee enough times, and they become a ghost type Eevee.
Well,
That feels bad. That feels bad.
let's
That's a little bit crazy.
let's pivot. Let's pivot, guys.
Fuck it, I don't
Next
look at
question
lore.
comes from Firefly.
Firefly.
Love the show,
Look at
all
Lord.
season of it.
Shout out to Owl City.
For the trainers. Okay.
10,000.
What was your character's favorite Pokemon, not including their starter?
Failing.
I think I got one.
Ooh,
And this, I
Marshall.
want to clarify, does not have to be
I was gonna say
Pokemon that
this
they
is
own.
Pokemon, yeah, not
this
on your
this is
team.
just Pokemon in general. Like a Pokemon that your character is obsessed with that is not their starter.
I can
I wouldn't say
start.
obsessed
Okay,
with,
yeah.
but go.
Oh no, go ahead, Matt. You were on it.
There you go. It's fine. I'm gonna be talking enough today.
Wow, Buffett.
Why not?
Wobbuffet and
Gavin's-
why not? DJ thinks they're so fucking cute.
Gavin is canonically a big fan of the legendary birds.
Mhm.
As is Burrty.
Other than that, I mean, it's more Burrty's obsession with Phalanx than Gavin's obsession with Phalanx.
This is true. This is true.
That's
And to
fair.
clarify, because I know this has
Fair
come up
enough.
a couple of times. Birdie's name is Burrty, not Birdie, like a bird.
It's Burrty, not B-I-R-D-I.
He just happens to really like a lot of birds, and that's
Our
just
Spotify comments, that is the only way they will spell his name.
yeah.
Yeah,
It-
that's
They
a
spell
little
that
crazy.
more consistently than Coryne, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Considering it's in the comments or the
It's
credits.
in the it's in the opening credits.
Eh, we don't need- we don't
Got
need
it.
you.
We all know someone who spelled Corinne wrong.
Kate, you're part of the community.
I
Fun
spelled
fact,
Corinne
It's
wrong.
not even my real name.
Not even, yeah.
That's crazy.
Wobbuffet, we got the birds and Phalanx. What about Kenna and Matt?
Matt.
I believe, I just want to double check on my. I'm pretty sure it is. Aaron, what is my sister's Pokemon who is named Verde?
Oh fuck! I have this written down.
I
am
know
allowed
it,
To look at my
I
notes?
think.
Am I allowed to look at my
Yeah,
notes? 'Cause
no,
I actually
please
know where
do,
this is.
'cause
It's in my-
I forgot where I had mine written down.
It's in my. What's it called? It's
I'm pretty
in
sure
Can
it's
you get it
that,
before
and
the
if it
chat
isn't,
goes?
my vault. I know
They don't
exactly
know.
where this is for once. This
Does
is
the chat
one of
not
the,
know? Okay, I don't know if this.
the-
it's
I don't
if
know
it
if
has
this
been
one was
mentioned,
now or
it
not.
is barely in passing.
This is one of those like rare moments where
I'm
like
green.
Aaron actually has some shit written down and knows where it's at. Let's see, Seth Wake
Lock in.
questions. Do I not have Obsidian downloaded as a program right now? I do.
Yeah,
I
it's not a
do.
spoiler if
Okay, I got
that
it,
is
I
the
got it,
case.
I got it.
My assumption, and if Aaron's notes will confirm more than anything, is it's Ludicolo. I love that guy, and by I mean Seth, and by Seth I mean it's me. I really like Ludicolo.
It's me.
That dude loves to party.
Ludicolo.
He loves
It's
the party.
Great, he's got little maracas.
Yeah, that makes
Damn.
me happy.
It's not where I thought it would be. I thought it would be in that.
But it is.
Section 0.
But confirm that for me.
It is
Ludicolo. Right, okay.
It is Ludicolo, but it's not where I thought it would be. Specifically, the only ones
Upside
that you
down.
name in your Session 0 questionnaire that we did were Spur, Wishbone, and Gravy. Oh, and Cranberry.
Stick. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. All right. Very cool.
Cool.
Very cool.
Ain't those some good names, guys?
Coryne really Dudicolo is so funny. Coryne really likes Marshadow.
That's true.
Yeah. This
That's-
gang has a propensity for Marshadow.
That's our blanket
Yeah.
statement.
The Shadow
all-
Path
We
is
all
obsessed with
love
that Pokemon
Marshadow.
for some reason.
Everywhere.
I can't wait till I
Marshadow.
introduce
I
Marshadow
feel
as
nothing for this
being
Pokemon.
the last Pokemon caught by Gavin's dad, and then Gavin's dad leaves the campaign and never shows up again.
Death.
I'll kill you.
won't see an extinguisher fly faster.
Oh, no. My dad's
That's
not
the last
surviving
meeting
the end
bullet.
of this campaign.
That's true.
All right. Any
Ava's
other?
gonna
What
rip
is
through him next time.
what is Vermilion's?
What?
Favorite.
Favorite Pokemon, not including starters? Are we saying like general Pokemon species, or can I go with one specific Pokemon?
What is?
I think
the
Vermilion
question.
style is one specific Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because specifically it's Smolder. Specifically, the one Pokemon not on Vermilion's team that Vermilion wants is Smolder.
Yeah. We don't
For the folks at home, who
That's kind
forgot
of cool.
Vulpix.
Yeah, Smolder's is
Look,
Corinne's Vulpix.
Smolder is in the background right now.
That's true.
Smolder.
He's back there.
There he is.
We're
He's right
not
there on the
down
wall.
for
He's up here.
Don't be gross, Burrty.
And then okay.
Well,
I'm trying to think of
Okay.
who else I would want to know. What is?
You got one more. Because we also have I forgot to mention this during the thing. We also have to talk
Thank you,
about
sir.
the reward stream at some point today as well.
This is true. I'm trying to think of who would it be? Who would it be? Who would it be?
Up with-
I was gonna say Tanner, but that's too easy. I'm trying to think of another NPC that make you really think. What is Poppy's favorite Pokemon?
Oh no.
Doduo.
Fuck you.
That tracks.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
That
We'll
tracks.
Is that
to me.
What
the-
is Jeremy's favorite Pokemon?
This will probably also track.
It's his
Unfortunately.
Oh, it's on his team. It's a starter, right?
well, we can't. So that's specifically not starters is what we're talking
Jeremy,
about, right?
Yeah.
are you thinking of Jeremy's not Mankey guy? Jeremy's
Oh yeah, well, he's the
The fossil guy.
archaeologist. Yeah.
Oh, Rock
I can't
Jeremy.
talk about what Jeremy's favorite Pokemon is
Rock Jeremy.
because you guys.
Sorry,
didn't
that's what it is in
ask
Seth's
about it in game,
context.
and that's
Is
a relevant
Rock Jeremy.
conversation.
What? It's relevant?
What is William's favorite?
I mean, it's Man, dude. I can't.
Pinky.
There's nothing that even comes close. Anyway, that's all the ones I'm giving
Cool.
you for now.
Next question comes from Joe. For the professor.
Hey,
That's
Joe.
you.
Hi, Joe.
Oh shit.
The Sevii Islands have been mentioned several times. Are the Orange
Sev-
Islands also several times? Are the Orange Islands also canon? If so, are they part of the Sevii Islands or something separate?
Are they
Okay,
canon?
so
Rod,
I have a
Burt
note
beating
written
off
here
his
for
head.
this question because I got about, I would say, 4 separate questions in the Q&A thread this month regarding, is this specific region around? And if so, what does it look like? Guys,
Ooh.
assume all of the regions from the game exist unless I explicitly tell you they don't. Because I haven't decided for the most part on a lot of these until the moment where it becomes relevant to the campaign. Because it's ultimately easier as a world builder to get to go, oh, I actually want somebody from Or, the Pokemon Coliseum regions. Oh, I want to bring in a ranger from like Almia or one of the other like Pokemon Rangers regions, right? It's like I want to be able to pull from those at any point in time. So unless I specifically say that it's not around, it's there. Just assume
Gang,
that it's
imagine
somewhere in the
you're
background.
playing GeoGuessr and
Imagine-
you don't know where nothing is.
And we're nutting it.
And that's what it looks like. You're just like,
And
I
if
see
you-
signs. This is
Me.
probably this
If
place.
you ask
You're
enough
right.
times about a specific region, Aaron will canonically drop a nuclear bomb onto it.
Yeah,
and
that's
erase
what
it.
I-
Oh, he might not drop a nuke on it, but he might like carve
Hey.
it like with a
Yeah,
knife,
he'll-
like
he'll-
a cartoon.
It'll
He'll
be
send your
gone
dad
like
there.
the Lucia is all I'm saying. Shout out to One Piece. Anyway.
Ooh.
Anyway.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right. Next question comes from Shade for the professor because you already just did that.
Oh,
Uh,
I actually didn't answer the
funny,
question they said
funny.
earlier.
Oh,
The Orange Islands, while they are canon, they are not part of the Sevii Islands. Japan owns a lot of islands, buds, and they don't all have to be the same island chain. Orange Islands are separate island chains of the Sevii Islands.
yeah. It's like a Quiznos and a Subway. They both do
Same
sandwich
thing.
stuff, but it's not
Yeah.
the same.
It's not the same thing at all.
Okay.
We are not the same.
I'm just like you. If the Orange Islands exist, does Pikmin Island exist? I don't know, what is
So
that?
It's Pinkin Island, and yes, because the players are going to get asked about this. I can see one of the players currently Googling what a pinkin fruit is, specifically to be able to answer the next question.
I'm
to
going to call it
clarify,
Pikmin.
the Pinkin Island is an island in the Orange Islands where there are fruit that if you feed those fruit to your Pokemon, they turn pink. Yes, that's absolutely fucking canon. That's awesome. I was not aware of this until
free
That is
shiny.
very
somebody asked this
cool.
question, until Shade asked this question. So Shade also asked the question.
Sorry, I was just thinking if Coryne gave Smolder a bunch of those and had a pink Vulpix, that'd be really
Vulpix is
cool.
pretty cute.
That would be so cute.
How
Big
do we-
Vulpix goes
how do-
hard.
How do we get there?
How do we
So
get
this
there?
is one of those things where we put it on the roll list for Bill.
We must sell there
For
immediately.
Bill to get
Bill,
for us.
Bill.
Bill guy, the
Yeah,
super rich
literally.
guy.
Because,
You need a
Okay.
load though to make it
Ew,
permanent.
guy.
Money is cool. Okay, so
Money
the
is
a
secondary
bunch of them
question
to make it
from
permanent.
Shade
Money
is
is cool.
for the
Shut
trainers.
up.
If you had access to pink and fruit from the island, would you feed it to any of your Pokemon? Yeah, I just said we'd feed it to freaking Smolder.
All of them.
All of them.
Freaking schmoder.
Who else do we want to
specifically to
turn into
Mark.
pink? Who
To
else do we
Mark?
say? So that's good.
That's
That's
good.
really
That's
good.
Mark
solid.
specifically would be so good.
Yeah, and honestly, when they're aiming, they'll
Um,
use Mark as like the little one to gauge. Like, all right, this is where
Yeah.
Mark is standing. Is how the drop's gonna go when they huck somebody far away.
That's very funny.
I don't know if I'd turn any of my Pokemon pink.
You know, I feel like
Rockruff?
Rikoto
You wanna
could
turn
eat
Rockruff?
a whole bunch of it. We'll never see it.
I like to think
Yeah.
that if you turned Mimikyu pink, it would just be the shadow arm that comes out that's pink. Because the
Yeah.
outfit obviously wouldn't change from eating the fruit. So
Mm.
the shadowy ghost
It could
arm
do a
would
really
just be
good
pink.
Lickitung costume then with its
It
arm.
does.
Oh, okay. It would be
That'd
nice
be
for
cute.
you.
Fans want a pink
That'd
Spiritomb,
be
the
so
fan has spoken.
cute.
Totodoodle asks, what if a human ate one? Unfortunately, you don't get to turn pink. You just get earth-shattering diarrhea. So sorry, guys.
I know my dad.
In the arms of-
Yo, Pink Spiritomb go crazy.
Fly
Yeah.
away.
Hey, girl, hey. Okay, next question comes
What
from
the Neopets?
Durfee. For the
Pink Spiritomb.
professor.
Oh, shit.
What are the rehabilitation centers, DJ's family, or the Cornucopia daycare, like for Pokemon that are left there? Are there penalties to friendship for Pokemon that are not currently in the party?
No, okay. So this is
Interesting.
actually something
Oh, like if we leave
Interesting.
Pokemon
yeah,
there?
like if you leave some Pokemon there, what's that experience like for that Pokemon? And then also, is there a penalty to friendship because of that?
Very good.
In a two-part question, I'm actually
We're
gonna
gonna
answer the
find out with
second part
Charmander.
first. There is no penalty to friendship because actively you're not earning friendship with Pokemon that are there. And I see the loss of the resource more as a penalty than if I was going to be like, yeah, every week you leave them in the PC, you lose a friendship. Because that kind of sucks ass and feels like I'm punishing you for catching a bunch of Pokemon in a game that's about catching them all.
It's also like,
Thank you.
what's going on at these rehabilitation centers?
Exactly.
Oh, this is a
And-
nice place.
I said they're eating good.
Yeah. And
Sale,
basically-
honestly, it's hard to
Sales
fly.
environment. Yeah,
Little
kinda
chunky
fat.
little chicken.
Hey,
Chunky little
don't
chicken
fat shame.
flapping
But it is a pleasant experience for these Pokemon. They're given all of the room that they want to exercise, access to as much food as they need, but not as what they want. So it's like, you know, they don't overeat, they don't get obese. They are
So for
like
Charmander, it'll
constantly
be
groomed and
fucking
cared
torture.
for. Yeah, exactly. They're constantly cared for. They're given tons of other Pokemon to interact with. It's basically like living at a resort for them. It's pretty good.
Charmander's running that place like a prison. He goes and finds the biggest
Yo, for real?
Pokemon, decks them.
He
We'll
Dexter
trade
walks up-
cigarettes for orange berries.
Yeah, Metal has a great point where
turtle
they said
Pokemon.
all three of the trainers in their game have 15 plus Pokemon. They're not giving them
Oh,
friendship
yeah.
penalties. You know?
Yeah, wise. Metal's
it's
better.
It's just like
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
Hey,
doing
they
that
be
for you guys,
catching.
by the way. In fact, next campaign, I'm capping you out at 3. So get used to that.
I
That's
think,
not a
okay,
joke.
are you capping it out in the sense that it would be, we can't just capture them if that is a goal that's like a side thing, but we're
no,
obviously
I'm
only
asking
using.
the people, like, I'm probably going to ask that, like, hey, in the podcast version of things, we lower the amount of Pokemon just so that I don't have to have, because you got to think, 4 players, 6 Pokemon, I have to have 24
Oh, no. I'm
animal
just
voices ready
talking
to
like,
go.
no. I'm not talking like travel group party. That's crazy. I'm talking like if it was like, oh, I see this Pokemon I want to catch. Well, it's like, say for example, flashback to what do we do? When did we catch a bunch of stuff? Arc 2, 3? No, 3. When were we in Viridian City? No, Vermilion City.
Vermilion City was Arc 2.
Vermilion City. We caught a bunch of
Say
stuff in
Viridian's
that,
1.
right?
I mean, you caught
Remember
them
how we were
for
catching stuff?
specifically for the professor and stuff like that. Yeah, that was like not for
Got
campaign use. Yeah.
Okay, but that's like, who cares? We're not even there yet. Why am I asking these questions? Cool, great. Next question comes from
Quick pivot.
God.
God asks us this next
For
question.
everyone, guys, you can answer too in the comments or something.
Oh my
God.
god.
Who do you think will be the strongest when all of their Pokemon are ranked 10? Personally, I think it'll be Seth. I didn't say that. God
Bullshit.
made me say
God
that.
did say that. Yeah.
God made me say that.
Well, if God says it.
It must be true. I don't know. I think
I think we'll all be the same because we'll all be ranked 10.
I think they're
Yeah,
maybe.
but I don't think we're all gonna be the same though. Here's the thing.
I love how all of us are like, it's gonna be me though. Like it's not gonna
It's
be
not gonna be me.
I don't
So-
think it'll be me.
It's not gonna be me.
The best part,
You
guys,
don't know
is
that.
now.
Well, you might know that actually.
The best part is
That's
now
totally
the audience
within
can
your realm
vote
of
in a
control.
poll in the chat as to who they think will be the strongest.
That's so
ranked.
sick.
That's crazy.
Do I
That's
vote in this poll
crazy.
for
I'm
myself?
voting DJ.
We can't
You
vote for
really think it'll
ourselves,
be
but we have to
I'm
vote for somebody
abstaining.
else.
I
No,
don't
we
know.
vote
Do you
for
know what
somebody
I
else.
want
We
my
can't vote for
6
ourselves.
Pokemon to be, Kenna?
Hmm.
I'm not gonna tell you
Are you
because
gonna-
we're live
she just wants to know,
streaming, but
do
I'm
you
asking
know?
you.
Yeah.
I'm asking if you
Wait,
know.
are you about to say it right now? No, I
I
don't know.
feel like
DJ's lagging in the
Wait.
polls.
Wait.
I don't think I'm gonna be the. I'll straight up tell you that.
Will you message me? Will you message me yet?
Yes, I will message you now. I do think if people saw my 6 Pokemon, they might.
I think your 6
differently.
Pokemon is gonna skew some stuff if you actually.
I would
get it.
feel
'Cause there's
more
not a
So I voted
confident
yeah.
being like,
If
"Ooh,
I-
it's gonna
if
be
I
me,
actually
it's gonna be
get
me,"
it.
if I could
Yeah.
roll.
If I
Well,
didn't get it,
if
it'd be
you could
pretty
roll well,
scummy,
Seth would
Aaron.
have a shot.
If I could roll well, I'd be unstoppable.
Scummy Aaron.
Unbeatable even.
Interesting. It's pretty neck and neck, Seth and Coryne. I'm just gonna leave that running for a little bit while we do other questions.
Oh.
Anyway. Anyway.
All right.
Kenna just got to say
Oh.
what Tori's next Pokemon is attempting to gonna be. It's pretty
Gun?
Ooh.
Hey guys, it'll be
Gun.
months before you guys
Hellfire
ever hear what
3.
this is. It'll be
months before
genuinely
I
like
even see what it
October,
is.
easy before you guys.
Wait,
see this.
low key, I really am kind of freaking out about this.
Anyway.
How cool!
Interesting.
What do you guys
interesting.
think it'll
That's
be?
gonna-
Leave it in the comments.
That's gonna be sick.
Lugia.
That's gonna be so sick.
Okay. Next question comes from Halden Scott for everyone. If you could change one type on a, I feel like we asked this question before.
No. This is a more specific version of that question. Keep going. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you could change one type on a dual type Pokemon, make it more unique. What Pokemon type combination would you make? For example, I would replace Heracross bug type with Steel, making it a Steel fighting type with a cool metal shell and a hammer fist. So, like, what regional variant is?
Yeah,
what we're-
basically,
is
you're
that-
gonna swap out one of the 2 types on a dual type Pokemon with something else. What are you swapping out? Any ideas?
Ooh.
I would go because this feels like almost like a direct mirror. I would make Staraptor / the whole Starly line. I would make them flying ghost instead of flying normal,
That's cool.
and they'd be like this horrifying flying specter.
That's pretty cool.
Because she's not already that.
I had to make Ava scarier.
Very
And now for the
Like,
people in the
reach
chat,
out and
this
that should
isn't
become more
adding a second
powerful.
type to single type Pokemon. Single type Pokemon are fucking stuck the way they are. You got to swap out one on a double type Pokemon.
I would make
DJ's gonna catch Gavin's dad.
As much as ground is my favorite typing, I would swap out Flygon's ground typing for bug typing, so we'd finally have a bug dragon.
Ooh, yeah.
Dragon.
Can I just second that? And then
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
I want Flamigo to be fighting flying instead of flying fighting.
Get out.
I'm trying to think of who would be a cool one to swap some stuff with.
I think it would make sense to swap one of Charizard's typings with Dragon.
Just turn it
They
into
already
an
did that
actual
with X.
dragon.
What was the X version? or the
Fire
Y
Dragon.
version? Which one is it?
X is the dragon one. Yeah. Because it's Mega Evolutions. It's got Mega Charizard X and Mega Charizard Y.
And they
Sure,
gave it
sure,
that
sure, sure,
weird
sure.
looking forehead. That he's thinking about something.
Yeah.
Speed of light.
He's thinking.
Man.
I don't know. I feel like Goodra should have a second type. I know they did the steel
goo type
thing, but
yeah, the steel, the Hisuian version.
I
But
feel
just
like it
off
should just
rip,
be grass.
Goodra could be like grass or water or something, because this is a slimy motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like honestly, even if
Um,
they told me Goodra was like the bug dragon, I'd believe them, because it's like
I like
gooey
Goodra.
little
Goodра's
slug.
really cool.
Yeah.
Even though, yeah, they even made they gave it a shell, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I also
Yeah.
don't mean to be this guy that only talks about Lucario, but I feel like Lucario's.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, I do, but also it's important.
I spent half my time
I-
talking about Lucario, and the rest of the
I'll
time
be
I was
back.
hoping
I'll
someone
be
would
back.
bring her up so I could talk about Lucario.
So I can talk about Lucario. I think Lucario's steel typing should be psychic.
Look at
I
him in the
think
eye,
that
Tori.
Lucario should be.
Fighting psychic.
Psychic.
Look at him in the eye as you talk to me, Tori.
That's a crazy looking
Fighting Psychic
Lucario.
would go crazy.
I usually look at him on my shoulder.
That's true. That's true.
I usually go.
That's
This is like
so
the
sick.
life-size version
Yeah.
of the one that you had in game, because it was small.
Yeah, literally.
This is literally how big
Yeah.
your
Mini
real
baby.
So
you just joints feel.
the tattoo I have on my shoulder is the size of the Riolu that I would have had in game.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Teeny tiny.
But I think his second type
Imagine
should
not having
be
a Pokemon all these
psychic,
days
should it
possible.
not?
I'd agree with you.
I don't have to imagine. I live it, Burrty. I live
Hey,
it.
Falcon, it's called Did You Watch Through Shadowed Path? Watch through Shadowed Path?
I don't know. I feel like to change it into something completely different. For some reason, my brain wants Swampert to be water electric, but that's just what is it? What's the water electric that exists already?
Coryne won.
Yay,
Red
Corinne.
What was
One.
it? Wow. What is the name of the
Lantern?
Pokemon? Lantern. Yeah, it'd be basically like Lantern. It's either either water electric or electric ground. I feel like electric would be just like the swap in for it.
I can see that.
But just to shake it up, honestly, I can't really think of
I
anything
love
else.
seeing the chat catch up. Lantern.
Lantern,
Ching-choo,
lantern,
ching-choo.
Guys, I'm thinking it's Whiscatch, actually.
I'm getting with guys.
You know, it's a really good Pokemon that isn't
Tell
good,
me.
but is a good looking Pokemon. It's a fun one. Apom.
Yeah.
Hey,
Apom's good.
Apom's a cute one.
Oh my god, this next question is not for any of us except for Kenna.
Okay. Next question comes
Just for
from
Kenna.
River. Down,
Oh,
down by the river.
Spoilers?
Let me proofread.
Yeah.
Not
like- Both of these things have
yeah.
been around for a while, but also like
Seeing
I'm
as
so
how
confused.
I'm okay. I think
Yeah, and y'all yell at me about context. Get
Yeah.
out.
yeah.
I'm working
We're
on
doing
it.
this for the audience.
I'm reading through. I've not seen these words today. The words you come up with in your head when you don't tell us what they
You
are.
already had them.
That's all. That's between you and your brain. I can't control that.
Okay.
Part of me would say, if we asterisk mark this question, in terms of going into further detail, I'll still bring it up because it's known that you have these Pokemon. But going into further detail because things regarding these Pokemon, I've just edited, so that means you guys aren't going to see it for a while.
So I'm okay.
So
I'll think
for
carefully.
Kenna, How will Coryne handle having both Dragonair and Spiritomb on her team? Do you think Corinne's rage bond with Spiritomb will negatively affect her relationship with Dragonair?
Yeah, that was thoughtful.
Tread lightly.
Yeah, really. That's a.
You can pass. You can pass.
It's a trap. At this moment in time, I cannot answer that question for you.
Visually react. You don't have to elaborate with
Okay,
words.
are you ready? Are you ready?
Visually-
Hang on. Wait, hang on.
visually.
Ask
She's
me the
doing
end of
it?
the question again.
Dragonair. I'll give you the whole sentence. Do you think Corinne's rage bond with Spiritomb, stop highlighting, will negatively affect her relationship with Dragonair? There's your answer. There's your answer.
Kenna, just
Mog on them.
it's way easier than giving any kind of response.
Okay. Next question comes from Raccoon. It's like Hooper. Raccoon.
Racketeer?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Raccoon Tail.
Raccoon. Tycoon
Raccoon-
from
like
the hit
Raccoon
show
Tail, but
Kamen
Raccoon.
Rider Gantz. Okay.
Seems like my least favorite character.
Okay. For the professor, I guess you can answer this, Aaron. Are there any plans to visit the Safari Zone? If so, will there be specific catch rules for it?
If the players choose to go there, yes.
What are the rules for throwing rocks?
Sick.
at
Wait,
the Pokemon?
no, that's not how you do the finger counting for
Death
sentences.
by
That was,
Corinne.
if the players go there, yes. That's
That's
the,
how,
if the players
that's how
go
you do
there,
the Safari
yes.
Zone. I
If
remember
they
you throw
go-
rocks at them.
No. That was
No,
in
it's
the
mine.
affirmative. If the players go there, and then separate answer. Yes. There were two questions.
There were two questions.
Oh.
This was your question. Okay.
I want to
Next question comes
whatever Tori's just put in the side chat, but I can't without fucking up our entire overlay.
Oh, don't worry. I'll
You
do
don't
it.
get to look, but I'm gonna look.
Spotify.
Oh, I'm jealous.
I see.
It's
Okay.
just a Spotify link to listen to music.
Oh.
Next
Word.
question comes from
Oh, okay.
Zero Raynor. Zero. For the trainers, or sorry to say it like their name, for the trainors. 'Cause it's Raynor. If you could pick any actor/actress to play your character in the live action adaptation, who would you pick?
Ryan Gosling.
That's insane.
That's an insane thing that you just said.
You might as well
No,
just say
no,
Hugh
no.
Jackman or something at that point.
Hugh Jackman.
Canonically,
No, it's 'cause of the
accurate
memes where it's
Wolverine,
like-
you're right.
I'm. It's because of the memes. Wolverine's shorter than Gavin. It's because of the memes where it's like anything Ryan Gosling is, I'm literally him.
Mm.
I don't know.
I think to make it a true modern day live adaptation, it would be The Rock as Seth.
That's
I think
So
it would
then
be
it
The
wouldn't be a
Rock
movie
or Kevin
anymore.
Hart. It would be one or the other.
That's a
There's
no.
the-
Honestly, what was it? I'm trying to remember his name.
Hugh Laurie as Gary Oak is actually insane. That's an actually insane thing that you just said.
Danny DeVito is Perry. No, Danny DeVito needs to be who is it?
That's funny.
Is it Sammy Annie?
Danny DeVito is
Sammy
Bill.
Annie. No, genuine place I would cast Danny DeVito. Putting him. I know this isn't what Brand looks like at all, but Danny DeVito as Brand would actually go crazy.
That would be
No,
very
I think-
funny.
Oh
I would
yeah.
want,
Very funny.
I would
Hell
want
yeah.
Jacob Romero, live action Usopp, to play.
Yeah, that would be a
That'd be
good one for Seth.
There's
as a
no
genuine answer.
way in hell Timothy Chalamet Ding Dong is gonna be Gavin.
Timothy
Kate.
Oompa Loompa Willie Nelson.
Actually,
So the problem that
Damn,
my
that's
serious
what I was
answer,
gonna say.
my serious answer is the trouble with casting a
crazy.
Unbeatable movie or TV show is that the cast are all quite young. Gavin's 18. I think most of us are as well. Am I right?
yes.
DJ is 19.
I was actually
Yeah,
on that
it's like 18,
point.
19.
On that point,
I don't
Burrty,
remember.
with what Matt said, I actually think the live action One Piece cast would kind of go crazy for several of these characters. Like Jacob Gibson
Sick.
for Seth. I think I was initially going to go like, oh, give Gavin Taz Skylar because he's, Taz Skylar. Then I was like, nah, give him Jeff Ward, the guy who played Buggy.
Yeah.
I was
that
gonna
would be pretty
pick for Gavin Harry Collette, who plays Jace Valerian in Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah, you like that guy. You ran into him once, right?
I bumped into him at a bar. I did not go and say hello because I was like, he's just here with friends, and I don't want to bother him.
Oh, dude, Bree of Tarth. Bree of like
Brianna Tarth.
Bree.
Brianna of Tarth. So, Bree, I called her Bree
Flounder.
because I
Gwendolyn
loved her so
Christie.
much.
Flounder.
Gwendolyn Christie. Love her.
Gwendolyn Christie.
I love
Tall,
Gwendolyn Christie.
badass, so elegant. Played a great Lucifer in oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, so good. But Rhea Ripley. Go crazy as Coryne.
Who would play?
I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna leave that on the
Who
table.
would play Vermilion?
And you should.
Sadie Sink.
Let's see here.
I realize I have to Google these names because I don't know many.
Who
of them.
any of
Sadie
these
Sink
people are.
is
I was
the
gonna
ginger
say-
one from Stranger Things.
Oh, this one. I could see this as Vermilion. This
Oh,
kid
yeah.
is a good actor too.
They are.
Yeah.
Cool.
Who are you thinking, Tori?
Tori's like stutter, like working through it right now.
Well, you guys know I've never seen a movie, so it's
Yeah.
hard for me to it's hard for me to figure
I
out
think
what
I
actress.
think because DJ is so small, we look to reach out to the Jim Henson Company and get a line.
See, I don't care who
No.
plays DJ, but I want Lucario to be voiced by Frankie Muniz.
That
Honestly, I was thinking like Dove Cameron
Dove Cameron kind of
for
goes crazy.
DJ.
You know,
I feel like that would
Be who?
work.
DJ.
incredibly
DJ.
talented human being, Dove Cameron.
I need someone peppy.
Peppy.
I feel like Dove Cameron is peppy.
What was the girl in Detective?
I feel like
Pikachu?
young
That's
Margot
literally what I was about to
Robbie.
ask, Matt.
Catherine Newton.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Catherine Newton. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's good.
literally Matt. You and I got there at the same
That's
moment. I
good.
was like, "What was the name of the character?" Yes, she would
Yeah.
do great. Okay, dope.
I don't know. I think Kate likes Dove Cameron.
Just a little bit.
And also
Kate
the
is
trainers
obviously
as
the casting
Muppet.
director.
Shade has
Okay, but
spammed
of the
in the
actual
live action
Muppets,
too many times.
Yeah.
who would be what Muppet?
Animal. Oh, what? I was answering.
I said
for
of the
DJ.
actual Muppets, who would be what Muppet? You said Animal for DJ?
No, DJ's Gonzo by far. It's not even close.
That's really funny.
It's not. It's
Gonzo.
not
I
even.
don't know
You're
if it's well
Gonzo.
enough.
It's not even close, dude.
I feel like. I don't
Falcon,
know.
tell
Oh,
me if Gonzo is any good.
Because
Gonzo
of
would good
Gavin's,
cast for DJ.
That's
Seth-
crazier, Kate. That's crazy.
This is Beaker.
because of Gavin's accent, Gavin's played by Swedish Chef.
No, Kate said no. Seth is the one human.
Yeah.
Everyone else is Muppets. I
Seth
don't
is
like that.
Fozzie.
Okay.
Gavin's Swedish
I
Chef.
have. I was. Scooter could be a good one. That would be fun.
Scooter.
I don't know the
I know-
Muppets.
Shut up.
Hardly
Burrty.
know it.
Shut up.
Ooh, actually, DJ should be Rizzo.
Because
Rizzo the rat, little tiny, little tiny.
You know, it's funny. You said Rizzo, and I knew you were talking about the rat, but my brain also went to Rizzo from Greece, and I don't know why.
I kind of vibe with Rizzo.
Yes, Miss
I
Piggy
feel
is-
like
Miss Piggy is the
that'd be
grass
really
gym leader.
funny.
Yeah, that makes sense. Vermilion's Kermit. I'm here for that one. That works. I love that casting, actually.
That does work.
No.
No, the-
Lieutenant
Professor
Surge is
Sam
Sam the Eagle.
Yeah, I'll be Sam the Eagle. I'll work for
I think
it.
Lieutenant Surge is Sam the Eagle.
I do know that one.
All right. Dope.
Rizzo
Good
the rat.
question. Okay, let's see here. Wow, we have a lot of questions.
That's
to get
why.
to.
That's why I was
We
trying
are-
to move us through earlier when you kept adding
Oh,
me on to
sorry.
trainer questions. I was like,
Hey man,
no, there's a reason I'm not supposed to be
sorry.
on these.
I didn't make this document. Okay.
All right, where's
Next
the
question
lamb
comes
sauce?
from Lamsos. For the trainers, we're going to do rapid fire. By rapid, I mean I'm just going to read faster. We'll still answer how we normally have been. You have been digging in an area for a while. Rumor is that fossils could be found here from Pokemon which have lived long before many others, which no longer walk alongside us. All if it weren't for technology. Okay, TLDR.
Matt's dyslexic.
Out of the current, I don't like this. Out of the current fossil Pokemon, which would your character wish to find? Skip. I did
Yeah,
it.
what was all
You
that?
have
preamble?
it. You have
What
anchor.
did
What fossil
did mine.
Pokemon you guys want?
Wait, I liked the lead up.
They had a great lead up. Matt butchered it and then said
That's a lot of words. I'm not reading them.
Cranidos, that's a good one.
Yeah, Cranidos is a great one.
Yeah.
I feel like we answered this one.
I'm a Tyrantrum baby boy.
Fossil Pokemon?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
The deposit Pokemon.
Hold on. Because I
The
don't
deposit
remember
Pokemon.
exactly which one I would do.
Amora, I think, was one that you'd landed on, Tori. That's the long neck dinosaur that's like beautiful and ice rock type.
Yes, Amara.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
You're correct.
I like Archeop,
Beautiful.
whatever.
Oh
Archeop,
yeah,
yes.
if it
It's
didn't have
really
a
bad.
dog shit ability,
It's
it'd be
really
awesome.
bad.
Yeah.
Kenna, did you say Kabuto?
I love
Kabuto.
Kabutops.
Mhm.
I like Kabuto.
All right.
Tortuga is also very cool.
Has everyone
Yeah.
answered?
I think so.
I think so.
Great.
On to the
Next
next one.
question.
30 seconds next.
This one comes from Palikia. For the trainers, while I doubt that they will appear in the game at all, if you could get any Paradox Pokemon for your team, which one would it be? Paradox
Sluttermane.
Pokemon are the Pokemon. Paradox Pokemon are the ones that are in the latest game that look all weird like. So there's one that looks a lot like was it Gallade? That's called Iron Valiant. It just looks like a robot Beeblorp. I don't know. I didn't really mess with too many of the
Roaring Moon.
Paradox Pokemon.
Brute
Roaring
Bonnet.
Moon. Roaring Moon.
Brute Bonnet. It's a big mushroom.
Let's see.
Yeah, Roaring Moon.
I'm
Are
a
the Paradox the
Sick.
ones with like the future and past, so like Great
They're
Tusk and
both.
Iron
Yeah,
Treads,
either
those
one's a
are-
Paradox Pokemon. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Sandy Shocks is utterly terrifying.
Yeah. Iron Thorns is pretty cool.
Iron Thorns is sick.
I
do
also like
I
Iron
like
Valiant. Iron
Slitherwing.
Valiant slaps.
Yeah. Slitherwing is an objectively correct answer. Slitherwing goes crazy.
I think Slitherwing goes
I
crazy.
like several of their designs. I don't like a single one of their names, like the naming conventions for any of them.
Yeah. What did you say for yours,
Yeah.
Aaron?
Roaring Moon kind of goes hard.
Fluttermane.
And
Fluttermane?
Iron Valiant goes hard.
Yeah,
Iron
yeah.
Bundle's funny.
Iron Bundle is fantastic, but it's taking energy away from Delivered right here. My baby, my love. Oh, not even on camera. Wait a second.
Yeah. No, I see him. Right
Falcon
No, in the
said
Discord,
that
but on
their
camera.
favorite Paradox Pokemon is Light of the Full Moon reflecting off the ocean, which is very funny.
That's
I don't know
very
that.
funny.
Okay. Um, did we have any?
so stupid.
This question comes from not
me. What does it
for the
mean?
professor. Will
Oh my god.
will Pokemon Trainer Sun make an appearance? And if so, will their Pokemon Manbug also make an appearance, or perhaps Giant Jigglypuff, Alakazam, or Gengar?
So, fun fact, I did like 20 minutes of Googling on this after this question got asked, and people were giggling and laughing about it, and I could find zero reference to anything regarding it. So, we're not going to continue to talk about it here on the live stream, but this is my call to you. Those of you who are on the Discord,
In the comments.
just post it in general chat so I can read what the fuck you're talking about, because I could not figure out what you were smoking the entire time. The entire time with this thing. I Googled
hope it
for
was
like
something
20
fun.
minutes. Anyway, there we go. We're talking about something fun.
Hmm.
Falcon's got a question coming up. I'm very excited.
Interesting. Okay. Next question comes from Falcon.
Falcon.
Okay. Let's read for everyone. Of the edible snacks made in the Pokemon world, Poffins, malasadas, I think
Yep.
is how you say that one. Curry, berries, sandwiches, etc. Which one is your favorite? I like
Poffins.
Poffins. I love doing the little Poffin mixing, Betty
Poffins.
Crocker type beat in the game.
Mhm.
That
I
was so
want to
much
know what
fun.
a Poffin. I want to know what the texture of a Poffin is.
A
to
muffin.
bite into.
Yes.
I
It's
imagine
basically
it's
a
like
muffin
full of
cakes,
fruit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little muffin.
Uh,
Do you guys have muffins?
I'm a sandwich
across the
bitch.
pond, or do you call them like
Yes, we have muffins.
fluffy cakes?
You know that thing
or
you call an
something?
English muffin?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's not a
That's
muffin.
a
now.
muffin.
That's,
That's
a
not a
muffin?
muffin.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not
not
a
a muffin.
muffin.
That's an English muffin
that's
for a reason.
depressing.
That's a different
That
thing.
is an English muffin.
An English muffin
It's
is like
all
a, is
called
like a.
biscuits. They just call them all biscuits.
We're just like, you know that thing called an English
It's a
muffin?
tall
It's that.
biscuit.
What is that?
I don't know. I've never had it. I just assumed it was a muffin.
Yeah.
Never mind. We have muffins here.
Hey, dude, malasadas
we
were
call
great,
them-
but I'm a sandwich bitch.
Tolpak.
Oh, this is like what a
That's
McMuffin
fair.
is.
I was just
in-
thinking
okay.
sandwich too.
Mm.
Like I love
It's
puffins.
not even a
However-
crumpet.
It's not a did I say it was a crumpet?
That's right.
No.
I said
No,
top pack.
it's
I called it a
nice.
top
People
pack crumpet.
shitting on you makes me happy.
Okay. It's 1:30 in the morning. You
Did
fucking
not
heathen.
mess with sandwiches through the entirety of my playthrough of Scarlet Violet. They kept saying like, "You got new ingredients," and I was like, "I don't care." I just didn't
Cool.
make any sandwiches.
Genuinely
Yeah,
a busted mechanic sandwiches. They're crazy.
Oh, curries in.
Okay, I'll take your word for
in Sword and
Yeah.
Shield also go crazy, but ultimately curries and sandwiches, very real things. Puffins, not.
Yeah.
It's a muffin.
It's a poke muffin. It's a
But it's
puffin.
not. It's a puffin.
Yes, they just took the first word of Pokemon and then added it to muffin.
Right?
It's a
Yeah,
puffin.
but presumably that means they are somewhat different to just a muffin. They
Yeah,
look
because
different.
the name of it has the first part of Pokemon, but it's a
Right,
muffin.
but the actual
just be a branding
physical
thing.
item. I understand you're winding me up. It's 1:30 in the morning, and I'm.
Uncreative.
The point is, sandwiches and curries. That's just like that's not even a.
That is
different name
true.
for it.
A
That's just
regular
thing.
double cheeseburger is different from a McDouble.
That's true.
It
That's
is.
true. Also,
Yeah.
malasadas are also very real. Falcon points out.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll take one. I don't know
Um,
what malasada is.
Yeah,
It's
but
like a
berries
fried
they
dough
don't
thing.
exist.
It's very good.
Okay.
Very
Next question
saucy.
comes from Uncreative. For the trainers, can we get a quick check on each of the trainers' Pokemon's abilities? No, because that's really far ahead in the future, and that'll change things. I think.
There are some that have changed.
What if we just do our front two?
Our front two?
Oh, I forgot.
There are some
I
that have
forgot that.
changed.
I was
that
gonna
are
say,
split.
Ada has
I-
Ignite, and
You forgot what happened.
Prince has Poison Point.
Because what's the most recent episode to come out on YouTube, Matt?
On YouTube. Ew. Just kidding. It is episode,
right now!
episode
We're on
15.
YouTube, bro.
He's at 18.
Episode 15.
15.
But the 3 episodes
You don't
are
mean
fine.
More like ooze.
Episode
mean
episode
it.
15 because
We
we're
are
3
genuinely
episodes.
like 12 episodes ahead
No,
of
no,
that
14,
in terms of
14.
Falcon
recording
says
episodes.
14.
So 13
Sorry.
episodes ahead of that in terms of recording. Shit has changed, guys. We can't tell you what's changed. We don't know. We haven't kept track.
Gavin's Moltres' ability is.
You're crazy for that.
You gotta
Nah,
you gotta
nah,
be
nah,
there
nah,
for
nah.
the you gotta see it first to catch it.
crazy.
That's wild.
Okay, so
Wild and crazy.
I hope that non-answer at least is good enough for.
Some do
Ask
change.
us-
That's why we're
We'll
not
answer
answering.
this question 4 Q&As from now.
Yeah,
when
4 or
you can
5
see
Q&As.
what we're at this point.
But we'll still be like
Um,
10 episodes ahead by that Q&A.
No, we're gonna answer it for this time frame.
Oh,
For
yeah, yeah,
now.
yeah. Everybody write them
today.
down right now so that we can answer
Yeah.
this in 4 months.
Okay,
If you
next
think I won't.
question comes from I'm just gonna spell it DICCINHIME for the professor.
Dichin
Is that the Pope? Okay, for the professor. Hey ya, love that Outcast song. As someone who has been very busy, can you give me a spoiler-free 1-sentence summary of the entire campaign post Vermilion City arc?
I can do it better. I can do it in 2 words. Shit's fucked.
Ooh,
Yep.
I'll do it in 1 word.
Accurate.
Fun. I'll do it in no words actually.
Genuine, actual, helpful answer. People fucked
Terrorism.
around with shit they shouldn't have, and now everything's broken.
And it wasn't Gavin's fault.
That we know
It
of.
wasn't there.
That we
That
know
we
of.
Mm,
I'll do it in 1.
Gavin was in quarantine the whole time.
Now it may have been Burrty's fault in the sense of rolling the villain dies and exploding on those, but
I
who's
actually
to
think this
say?
one was objectively Tori's fault. Now that I think
Weather.
about it, it was objectively
Whoa,
Tori's
whoa.
fault.
Maybe.
Hey, Tori, I'll take the heat.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did I
Do you
do?
remember that? Do you remember that one roll that you got? On a villain roll?
That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
was
yeah,
thinking
yeah,
of.
yeah.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, it's objectively Tori's fault that things are bad.
Matt, what's the next question?
It's the
I
last
think you
question.
blame me.
Matt, what's another question? that the last question?
I don't like that he's like
No.
charging an ult right
I'm
now.
reading.
He's doing
I'm
something. I
ulting.
don't know what
I'm
he's
ulting.
doing.
He's
I'm
ulting.
ulting.
He's ulting.
Here's the ult.
Q,
The
Q,
question is
Q,
from
Q.
Fantastic.
Red Menace 34.
You
For everyone, us,
Everyone together.
together. I noticed that after the attack on Seafoam, there's no Fuchsia City episode. What happened? So imagine we went to Fuchsia City and we just didn't talk about it, and then we were on the road.
Nothing
And then
relevant
that's where we
happened in the
got
city, so there was no reason to
Chimchar.
record it. Yeah.
And they caught a lot of Pokemon out of nowhere. And
Yep.
It wasn't out of nowhere. Okay, first of all, I'm so fucking tired.
I know,
No,
I'm
you know what?
joking.
No, I'm gonna
I'm
fucking
joking.
talk about
I'm
this. This has been a year of
No,
sitting
Aaron,
through
California's
these
gonna
comments.
stand your ground state.
Uh,
Stop.
He's charging up. He's charging
Aaron's
up. He's
ulting.
charging up.
Aaron's
cut the
ulting.
live stream. Cut the
Aaron's ulting.
broadcast. Cut the
You shoot,
broadcast.
you shoot.
So basically,
Guys, we have a Patreon. Did you know?
there was a decision that
Infographic,
had to
infographic.
be made where
Yes.
I talked to the players and I said, hey guys, Fuchsia City, you don't have enough badges to fight the gym there, and it's going to be overpopulated because of everybody from Seafoam. Do you even want to spend time there? Because otherwise, we're going to just do 14 days of travel on like episode 2 of a new arc. And they went, nah, let's skip it. And you know what? Let's make
They'll
this a
know where we
new
got these
entry
Pokemon
group.
from.
Dude, literally episode 50. You guys rescue them. You rescue them. Just because the scene of you physically putting them in a Pokeball wasn't in the show has fucked people up.
Yeah.
So
Here, hold on. We'll do the
much.
scene. We'll do the scene right now. I
There's
got
a
it.
lot
Okay.
of stuff going on at the
Solo
end of that
scene.
episode,
Aaron,
yeah.
solo
Oh my
cam
gosh,
on me.
you're
You're right, Burrty.
Okay, here we go. All right, I guess it's time to leave. Okay, that's it. So
that's
that's
it.
how
That's the whole thing.
I met Axel.
I just that's it. That's
and
it. It's
we,
literally is they rescued him in episode 50. And we were like, there's nothing going on in
We've been best
Fuchsia.
friends ever
Let's just
since.
do a time skip. And I am still getting comments about this. Literally yesterday on
Which,
Spotify.
by the
there was
way,
realize-
love the engagement.
Yeah.
Love the engagement.
You realize
Very cool.
you're gonna keep
But say
getting. At this
something
point, this
else.
just needs to be a fact that we accept.
Yes, but
I think
also
if we want to
these are
engagement
in our
farm, we should have
Patreon.
more stuff like that.
If people are in our Patreon and they don't know this, you're all traitors.
No.
No,
No, you're not.
Yeah, I'm
No,
with Palikia.
you're
I
Valid
know.
and appreciated, and
We're
we
very
love your
grateful
comments
that
and
you're
very
here.
grateful. Thank you so much, guys.
Very
we have a
grateful that you're
Patreon.
here.
Speaking
We
of
treat our fans so well.
things that we also have,
We love it.
because I know
Burrty,
we're on
appreciate that.
YouTube, and episode 14 is what's currently out on YouTube. Episode 14 is also out on another location. Aaron,
Spotify?
where's episode 14? Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, by the way, we're monetized on Spotify now, so people who watch on Spotify, that's just as helpful now as watching on YouTube, where it wasn't before. So thank you. We appreciate that.
Thank you,
Speaking
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
of being monetized on Spotify, this is
God
something we
bless.
need to talk about, and we're over time, so we're gonna take a couple minutes and talk about it because I wanted to throw it out to you guys because we actually, full blanket statement behind the curtains, haven't talked about what this is gonna be.
Like a comforter.
Yeah, comforter because it's thick. But basically, what
Comforter.
has happened is
I was
wipe
right,
one on
yes.
the merch. That's not at all what I'm talking
I have
about.
no idea.
Full screen
No.
on this, Aaron?
No,
Full screen on
basically,
this.
Full screen
As
on this?
a-
Full screen on this in
Ro-
post.
Wait, guys.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
Sorry.
scream. I'm gonna pop my head like a little like a little balloon. It's gonna go crazy. Hey, what's up, Ava? How you doing? Basically, you guys, as part of getting us monetized on Spotify and getting us through all that, we promised you a live stream of some kind within the upcoming month that we would talk about. Basically, there's going to be a vote on the Discord once we have all of the ideas for the stream figured out. So we've talked, I know I've thrown out around the idea of us potentially playing some sort of video game, a party game. I know that some of us really liked Repo as a game, was something that we really enjoyed as a video game. We've talked about potentially doing like a character building stream of some kind. We've talked about a couple of things. So I was going to toss it out to you, the players, a couple of ideas. If you guys toss a couple ideas at me. But ultimately, I just wanted to see what the audience is and check in with the audience as well as where their brain's at.
A whole playthrough of Baldur's Gate
You're-
3.
Jesus.
what?
In
No.
one stream? Honor mode. I'll
Yeah.
lose it in the first battle. Let's go.
Don't have to do honor mode. We just scum it, so we speedrun it and get it done in 15 minutes.
There you go.
Scum it?
Scum it.
No, so we do all the speed hacks, so and then we blow Gale up in the,
Can, they
in the
vote,
second
can
hack.
we vote it be at a reasonable time for Burrty? We can.
No.
Nah,
No.
that's okay.
He's fine. He's fine. He's fine.
He's fine. He's okay. Tell him you're okay, Burrty.
A
good.
Pokedex read-through?
Oh, so this is something that they talked about earlier that I noticed, where they were talking about
Mm.
them all
Dramatic
submitting their
Pokedex.
favorite like
Very
Pokemon
dramatic.
Pokedex like entries, and us just reading through
Yeah.
it for a live stream, so you guys could learn a little bit more about some of the wacky fucking weird facts about Pokemon that exist.
Honestly, okay.
Okay, we're down for that one to put it on the vote. Burrty says
That's
but you don't have
a
to be-
votable
I'd
one.
be okay with it.
You don't have to
I
be
think
here for
that's-
that.
I think it's votable if we do funny voices. If we do our best Pokedex voice.
That's
No.
valid.
Oh,
That's valid.
hell.
That's fair.
Tyrantrum.
I'm
The
down.
puzzle Pokemon.
Like,
Silence after that is crazy.
But sometimes
I actually
we'll do
Sit in
this
it like a
too.
bad fart.
I kind of dig the idea of playing Repo. I
Okay.
think we're very funny when we play Repo.
So those are two of the ideas that are going to vote. I think we round out one more idea for what the stream is, and then we'll hold the vote on Discord probably within the next week.
Ooh.
Prolonged eye contact for 60-minute stream.
Okay, I'll add that as a
Taylor
fourth
Reid
option. Let's have an
campaign.
actual third option.
Wait, there's 5 of us.
I practice.
Aaron, do you want to do a lore lesson of just
No.
talking about
Just
world
wanna
stuff
be
happening?
nice.
Okay, hey, that's why I'm asking you things. Hey, stop it.
So many spoilers.
We invite one friend and we full stack Marvel Rivals.
It would be
no.
Lucas. Probably. It would be,
No.
It would probably be Lucas.
I've never played that game.
Okay, so I think
It's free.
we
It would have to
could.
be
So we have
Sean.
playing a video game, which is
Yeah,
Repo.
probably will end up being
We
something
have
similar to Repo or something like that. Yeah.
Talkie stream, which is reading that
like
thing.
like a just chatting stream.
Just chatting stream. Third option, build a character.
Yeah,
as a
character
group
building
or
as a stream
something.
was a big idea.
That could be pretty cool.
Yeah,
No, Kate,
Character
we're not running
building-
another mystery dungeon live because that's
Sorry.
insane to do.
yeah,
Character building, as in like build a trainer.
yeah.
Build
We would be
a-
building an
what kind
entire
of
team
character?
for a trainer that I would then be beating your guys' ass with later.
Okay.
You can do that.
We look so offended.
A lore Kahoot?
I could agree to doing a mystery dungeon game not live within the next 4 fiscal years.
would go crazy. Wait a
Campaign
second.
Kahoot.
a
Kahoot?
would go
A campaign?
crazy.
Oh!
Where you guys are the players and
campaign
me and the
Kahoot would be
community put together a
nuts.
Kahoot? Oh my
Let's go- let's-
god.
Get ready
What's
for a
Kahoot?
fucking
I'm so
goose egg.
Bad at trivia.
We take notes!
You, Tori, you have
I ain't
a
gonna
book
get.
of
Kenna?
notes.
I ain't gonna get shit.
Kenna,
Mm-hmm.
when I tell you I haven't taken notes in 3 recording sessions,
I think that's the third
I
option.
am
I think campaign
shocked.
Kahoot goes crazy. I think campaign
I
Kahoot's
know.
a great third option.
it's because my iPad's been dead every time we've recorded.
No!
Wait, you take notes on your
And then
iPad?
Matt- yeah, and then Matt
Then why are you
yelled at me
typing
for
so damn
typing
much?
too loud.
Why are you typing so damn much then?
I didn't want to say it. Aaron.
Tori,
You said it.
I listen to those raws.
Kenna.
You type like a motherfucker, dude.
I
No,
know.
guys, it's hey, it's fine.
texting
Nobody
me.
knows.
Oh.
Nobody
He's
knows.
texting me. We're
Not the other-
talking secrets that you don't fucking know about.
All right, back it
Anyway,
up.
anyway,
Like my
anyway.
6 Pokemon.
Like
No
your
one
6
texts
Pokemon,
me.
exactly. Yeah, nobody texts me during game.
Aaron,
You're
Aaron,
busy.
You're talking. You're busy.
Oh my
You're
god!
so busy.
All right, guys.
You know what you say to
we had
me?
him.
Yellow heart. That's what you
This
say to me.
explosion
Yellow
is
heart.
nuts.
Yeah, that's an affirmative that I've seen.
I text you all the time.
Guys, it has been May, and we have answered Q's and A's. Thanks for
We've
joining
answered
us.
Gonna be June.
Don't forget to
TKO.
like and
I've tried
subscribe. Watch
Okay.
all of the VODs over again on Spotify because we're
Let's do it.
monetized on there now, and that's so cool. Go get merch, guys. Hold up your merch again, Aaron. Solo shot.
I have to move everything to do this because I use
No, you
it
don't. The bit's
actively,
over.
actually.
And don't forget we have the merch you can get. We have a Patreon you can get access to. We have a Discord where we get these
June merch
questions.
drop. I'm calling it now. We're putting out another piece of merch in June. I'm calling it now.
We're putting out another piece of merch in June,
In
which is
honor of Pride
only
Month.
minutes away, guys, because
Uh-huh.
it's
Mhm.
midnight.
Literally
Um,
this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not this weekend enough for a new episode to come out. That's next week. You guys don't have to wait.
Alright.
So yeah,
Thank
goodbye,
you,
gang.
Double J, for your kind word. All right, goodbye, everyone.
Bye. Oh yeah, thanks, Double J.
Bye, guys. It's gonna take me a
Good
second
night.
to get us out of here. Not gonna lie. It's
Live and
you gotta,
let
you
We
gotta,
have a second. We have 1 second to.
And then-
There's a
and then-
Discord. There's a Discord.